Welcome to the Myth Units Only Challenge. This is Age of Mythology, a real-time strategy game. The challenge is simple. Win a game using only mythical units. They are arguably the best units in the game, but they have a huge downside. They are really expensive and with this restriction, sometimes even impossible to train. The choice of the proper myth units will also be vital in this challenge, as different civilizations and even their different gods offer different units, each with distinct special powers, strengths and weaknesses. For this challenge, I chose the Atlantean civilization with the god Kronos. The workers of Atlanteans do not need any drop of points, so they gather resources much faster, but they are also very expensive. One thing I didn't realize when choosing this civilization is the way Atlanteans gather favor. That is a resource needed to train all myth units. So how do they gather it? They don't. They get it passively based on the number of occupied settlements. So I need to expand, fast. At the start of the match, we are granted 3 oracles, which serve as scouts. I quickly train as many workers as I can and start gathering resources. I also built a house, as we soon ran out of population space. The citizens each occupy not a standard 1 space and not even 2, but 3 whole population spaces. I send the scouts to explore the map and buy some gathering upgrades from the economy guild. After a bit, I build a temple and start progressing to the next age. At this point, I'm lagging behind my opponent. Once in the classical age, I can upgrade the sentry towers to watchtowers, which grants them ranged attack. That is going to be vital, especially early game, as the myth units are still too expensive. We also got granted a myth unit for free. It is the automaton. This will hopefully allow us to save some resources. How? There is an upgrade for them, which allows them to repair each other and even resurrect one another once they break into pieces. I make use of the newly gained god power spider lair. This sets a trap. More specifically, it creates spider eggs on the ground. They take a few seconds to hatch, and once they do, they can't be destroyed. If an enemy troop walks over them, it gets eaten and the trap disappears. It only works on the basic human soldiers and not the heroes or myth units. Finally, we have enough resources to buy the automaton upgrades. More hit points, ability to repair and more resistance to pierce damage such as arrows. I promote one citizen to a hero, giving him more hit points, attack, gather speed, the usual stuff. But most importantly, he is now able to pick up relics on the map. I send him to pick up 2 of them and bring them to the temple. One should grant us more favor, which is excellent. The other lets our villagers farm faster, which is not that great, but I'll still take it. Before the villager drops off even one of the relics, my scout already spots an incoming attack, and soon loses the ability to spot anything. I quickly lay more eggs as the Atlantean god powers have multiple charges, allowing us to use them more than once, after a cooldown. I also try building additional watchtowers. We are gonna need them as we only have 4 automatons. The attack is here. I tell my workers to hide and start defending. The enemy Cyclops is well equipped against buildings as he hits like a battering ram. The watchtower is halfway to being completely destroyed. The automatons quickly draw the Cyclops' attention. In the meantime, the watchtower is dealing with the archers, who are now also attacking the automatons. With the enemy troops occupied, it feels safe to let the workers get back to work and even send one of them to repair the tower. Now we can see one automaton repairing the other. So in the end, one enemy attack fended off and no troops lost. We now have enough resources to start progressing to the heroic age through the fertility of Rhea. The myth units granted by her are sure to be worth it. We built some more houses to increase the population cap and start building more settlements to gain more favor. There is yet another attack incoming. This time we have a couple more units to use in the fight. We also use the traitor god power and convert one of the attacking archers to our side. Just because we can. No real gain from that. All the attacking soldiers are gone and the automatons start with their repairs. Here we can see one of them being resurrected. We buy some upgrades, but most importantly, build a market. This will allow us to progress to the last age. Here we can exchange resources and also train some llama caravans. These get sent to one of our town centers and gain gold. The longer the journey is, the more gold they earn. We keep building more town centers when suddenly we receive a message saying our enemy has invoked the underworld passage power. That means the enemy now owns 2 buildings on the map which are linked like a passage, so the troops can be sent right through. I expect an attack, possibly somewhere from the rear. And here it is. Sadly, the passage can't be destroyed using one of our god powers. We are going to lose our 2 citizens here, but at least we can finally put the traitor power to good use. The Manticore myth unit is now ours. The enemy sent some hero units through the passage, which is not great as they deal bonus damage to our myth units. Luckily, not enough. We managed to destroy the passage and the automatons start their repairs. The caravans provide a nice steady income of gold. But there is another attack incoming. We should not have any problems tackling those. Our enemy worships the Greek god Hades, which has an interesting passive power. Every human unit we manage to kill has a chance to be reborn as a shade, a ghost from the underworld. Now it is time for us to progress to the next level through the daring of Atlas. Before we manage to do that, one of our workers building a town center gets attacked just before she manages to finish the job. The almost finished town center gets destroyed before our army reaches it. We convert another Manticore and quickly get rid of the enemy troops. It is time to enjoy some of the last upgrades available. The time to attack the enemy base has come. Our army advances forward and clashes with another enemy attack on the way. The big behemoth myth units are not suited for this kind of combat. They are mostly equipped for destroying buildings. They got really hurt here, but luckily these units are one of the rare few which can regenerate health. We wait for the automatons to finish the repairs before advancing further. We quickly deal with some workers outside the enemy base. Now the real fight begins. And what better way to start it than by using the implode god power. It creates a small black hole of sorts, pulling the nearby buildings and troops into it and finally exploding in the end, throwing the troops back out. Many automatons are falling apart without being repaired. We are at war now. No time or place to peacefully repair anything. The attack continues as we train more units in the temple. There is, however, enough time to enjoy as the alien guardians spit acid under the feet of enemy workers. Let's enjoy that moment again up close. We gotta finish the first area before advancing towards the second enemy town center, but there is hardly any resistance anymore. Finishing the war at this point seems more like a formality. The last enemy town center collapses and there are nearly no enemy troops left. The challenge is a success. Next time we could try going for higher difficulty, which is really difficult even without additional restrictions like this put into place. Or perhaps the same challenge but a different civilization. This one might have been too easy with the self-repairing automatons. Or maybe the matchup was too convenient. The main weakness of the myth units is the heroes. Those are more prominent with the other 3 civilizations. The Greeks do not have that many hero units available. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have suggestions for other challenges you would like to see, I would love to hear them.